Caught in adultery, foolishness of the law. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. No man hath seen God at any time, the only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him. There was no grace and truth in the law of Moses. If you commit sin, you die. The law was just what it was, to invoke fearful sin in the hearts of men without converting their souls, and understanding the righteousness of God through grace and truth. Why was this the case? Because man was not ready to perceive God the way grace would enable him to know his God. God wanted to restore man into his full image. And early in the morning he came again into the temple, and all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them. And the Scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery, and when they had set her in the midst. Don't you find it disgusting and repulsive that the same people who claim to represent God on earth, are the very ones who always stand in the way and oppose God from reaching out? In their uncontrollable stupor after years of drinking from the convoluted law of Moses, the Scribes and the Pharisees failed to recognize Jesus as the very prophet Moses prophesied about in the wilderness. Women caught in adultery, foolishness of the law. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him ye shall hearken. The Scribes and the Pharisees, the hypocrites, plotted to take Jesus down through the law. They were excited and confident that this time around Jesus cannot escape their evil hook. After all, the man from Galilee had outfoxed them more than a dozen times before, but this time, there's no escape for Jesus. Gotcha Jesus. Just how in the world did these clowns expect to dribble God from the very law he drafted for Moses in the mountains? The mind boggles. Man's righteousness is like filthy rags, reads my Bible. These religious leaders had gone out of fashion after 400 years since God silenced his prophets. The children of Israel were thirsty for God, and hence they found Jesus' teachings more refreshing than the droning voices of these hypocrites. Jesus became their only way and truth, their source of life. Women caught in adultery, foolishness of the law. They say unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery, in the very act. Now Moses in the law commanded us, that such should be stoned, but what sayest thou? The hypocrites intentionally refused to quote the law of Moses in its fullest context, since they didn't bring the man with whom this act of adultery was committed. It was foolhardy of these idiots to expect Jesus to agree with them in this augmented and twisted trial. The question is, did this woman really commit adultery as her accusers claimed? The answer is yes, she did, except for the fact that the other guilty party was one of them dressed in full religious regalia. Jesus, as God in the flesh, knew all these things, but he preferred to play his best hand when pronouncing his judgment of this warped case. The Scribes and the Pharisees were about to hear the shock of their lives. Women caught in adultery, foolishness of the law. But Jesus stooped down, and with his finger wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not. So, when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself, and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. And again, he stooped down, and wrote on the ground. Women caught in adultery, foolishness of the law. And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last, and Jesus was left alone, and the women standing in the midst. Jesus' overloaded answer tore their hearts to pieces, and the hypocrites were left with no choice but to withdraw and scatter from the very Holy Ghost-charged presence of Jesus. They came to Jesus in one way and armed with the warped and convoluted law of Moses, and left in all directions after hearing the truth from the Son of God. Oh God, how I love this! Jesus' words always soothe my heart and fill me with everlasting peace that no man can steal from this heart of mine. I am content with Jesus. Just where would I be without Jesus in my life today? Woman caught in adultery, foolishness of the law. Woman, where are those thine accusers? She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee, go and sin no more. Go and sin no more, you are free to go, Jesus told the condemned woman. I believe the same woman Jesus forgave became his secret disciple like Nicodemus, followed Jesus and even got counted as one of the 120 disciples who had gathered in the upper room after the resurrection of Christ. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God. Even after more than 2,000 years this story was told, we still have the same kind of rehashed scribes and Pharisees today, self-righteous hypocrites who still can't cast the first stone. Some men's sins run ahead of them, and others follow them. Thy sin will surely find you, one day. You're next.